Day 179. Not a bad morning. It's probably about 4:30 right now. Starting a little later than usual. I woke to a cute little mouse rummaging through my bag. It did sprinkle a bit on me last night, but I took the chance and didn't set up my rain fly. And there was really no rain. Little sprinkles, not enough to actually do anything. Enough to stress me out. Like, I woke up to the sound of pitter patter on top of my hammock, and I was like, damn it, should I get out now and put up my rain fly? And I was like, nah, man, go with your gut. Your gut said it's not gonna rain, and my gut was right. Yay. So if all goes well, I should make it to Holden Village today. Dun dun dun. It's supposed to be some sort of religious type thingy, kind of like Big Lake Youth Camp, except slightly more religious, which is cool. I'm down with religious peeps. They're actually kind of fun a lot of times. I dig the fact that, they come out and help out hikers. Although this town, we've been rerouted through them. So I don't know if that was voluntary on their part. But still, it's a cool place to take care of hikers. And it's fun to get them to, really dig me, get along with me really well. And they're really digging my energies and my vibes. And then once I've got them hooked, I revealed that I'm a Satanist. Ooh. Which is kind of fun because they're not sure how to take it. And maybe I can get a few of them to actually look up like the 7 tenets of a Satanist, which is essentially our 10 commandments, and realize that it's not all bad. Actually, it's not bad at all. If anything, it's nicer than their religion, that's all like, don't do this and don't do that. And making up shit that doesn't even make sense. Like the first commandment for Christians is don't worship any other gods, which is, in a sense, admitting that there are other gods. And that's a really stupid rule. That's like your most important rule is don't follow any other gods. Really? Damn. Sad that people need commandments like that. Just try to be a good person because you're a good person. How about trying that for a change? Instead of like, well, I'll be good because I'm afraid my magical daddy figure is going to set my ghost on fire when I die. That is a lame reason to be a nice person. If that's the only reason you can come up with, cool. But you know what? Try to find something better. I'm scared my ghost is going to be set on fire. Fucking ridiculous. I'm a good person because I'm a good person, and that's what good people do, is we do nice shit. I don't have a magical sky daddy that's going to catch my ghost on fire. But anyway. Alright, so I got a good 8 miles of uphill coming. I got a nice leisurely downhill to it, because I always like to, lead you downhill before you go up. I should hopefully get a sunrise since I'm climbing, but trees. It's all dependent on trees and which side of the mountain I'm climbing. But a beautiful morning, not what I expected. I expected it to be cold and wet. And it is just slightly chilly and slightly moist. I can handle that combination. I prefer hot and wet, but cold and moist will work too. Damn it, where are my dew blazers? I'm going through all this. But illuminate. I could really use a dew blazer right now. Oh, I'm the dew blazer? Damn it. I don't really like that title. Let's see, I'm a silk blazer. I'm a dew blazer. I'm a blue blazer. Sometimes a pink blazer. I'm a silky blue dew. Silky blue dew. That's my stage name. Alright, well, cool. I can see some stars. I doubt anybody else can, but that is an excellent sign. There's a little bit of cloud cover between me and them. But the fact that I can see a gaggle of them is a good sign. Not on the edges, though. Yeah, there's still plenty of clouds there, but I got a clean spot right there. Alright, today's going to be a nice warm day. I'm going to get lots of hiking done. I'm going to go to a little town. I'm going to get me a cooked meal. And hopefully avoid any storms. Now, I believe tomorrow, although I'm kind of confused on my days now, but I believe tomorrow is supposed to be a rainy day. So I might hide. I might take that ferry. I might walk in it. I don't really know. The ferry sounds tempting, but I don't have extra money for ferries and buses. You know, this trip is almost over, and I'm gonna have to go find me a job. Think about crashing at Grumpy Bears for a while. They could use the help, but I'm not sure if they can pay me. You know, as much as I'd like to help them out just because they're cool ass people, I need to buy new gear for the CDT. You know, doing this 3 years in a row is rather important to me. You know, boom, boom, boom. Not many fools do it this way. Especially going from never hiking a day in their life to a triple crowner. I mean, I know there's badasses that do a triple crown in 1 year, do all 3 big trails. I am not that badass. I'll stretch it out over 3 years. If it takes me 7 months like everything else, that's only 21 months of total hiking. That'll put me at somewhere near 8,000 miles. If I live. There's always that big if. I could end up grizzly poop somewhere. But that makes for a better story in the end. Everybody remembers the people that die. I'd prefer to live through it, though, if I had a choice. Ah, well, that makes my day. Illuminates. I got a bridge. I heard this water and I was like, ah, man, that sounds powerful. Nah, nothing I couldn't have handled. I don't know why, but the sound of a distant plane overhead makes me feel safer. I don't know, just a little more secure, like reality is just out there. Who gets eaten by a bear when there's planes around? Not that that's even really one of my fears. Getting mauled a little bit will suck, but I doubt I'll get eaten. Nah, I'm more afraid of supernatural shit. Shit I'm not sure if you could ever kill. You know, like my imagination goes some weird places, man. I never outgrew that fear of the dark thing. I always thought I would too. Like, you know, and I'm an adult enough that I overcome these things. Like when I'm walking down the hallway to go into the bathroom, like that's kind of scary every time. Shit you not. If it's a long dark hallway and a dark bathroom, oh yeah. But you know, it's not like I stand at the edge of that darkness just shivering and scared to go. I know I walked in, nobody would know. But there's always that feeling that something's coming down the hallway right behind you. And like somehow stepping into the bathroom, it just missed you, like they can't turn corners. I don't know. But that shit goes through my mind. All right, weird enough, I can't swim in a swimming pool by myself, especially at night, and I don't know why that changes things, and enjoy myself. Like I can force myself to stay in the water, but I do not enjoy myself. For some reason with people around, I think it increases my odds. Same if I had a person here with me right now. If something came out to get us, it might go for them first. You know, and then, you know, I ain't gonna run away or anything unless it's really scary. You know, I'll help you out. I got your back. But, yeah, at least it's not getting me first. The old, I don't have to outrun the bear, I just have to outrun you. Except I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna leave you. Unless, of course, whatever's coming after us is like really scary, you know, like you don't know how you're gonna react. See, I came around the corner and there's a freaking bear right in front of me. Boom, right there. You know, it's steep as fuck down here. Well, I could see me jumping. Now I'm scared of heights, we all know that. But like heights or bear. Yeah. Roadblock. Well, I am losing fears. They're not as intense as they used to be. They're all still there. I'm still scared of heights. The fact that I'm on kind of a ledge all the time really helps with that. Held together by tiny roots and shit. Eventually, I can see why landslides happen so often on the West Coast, though, man. This shit is steep. But the path is not. Just the sides. Fears. We've all got them. It's what you do with them, though. Does it control you? Does it own you? I'm still scared of pretty much everything. Being out here has not cured a damn thing. You get a little used to things. But I've known plenty of people controlled by their fears. Like, I know a woman who cannot even look at a picture of a spider without having some sort of obvious reaction. And she can't stare at it for long. I tried to desensitize her by scaring her with spiders all the time that weren't even spiders. You know, balls of lint and things like that. Because I wouldn't use a real spider because I don't want you to hurt it. I really dig spiders. But you gotta use your fears, man. I'm still scared of the dark. I'm scared of any eyeball I see looking at me. There's an instant panic reaction. Still scared of heights, still scared of water. Ain't gonna stop me from doing a damn thing, though. Slows me down sometimes. You should see me cliff diving. Well, cliff jumping. I can climb up there and stand on that edge and look down for hours. But I'll eventually jump just once, so I ain't get back up there again. It's not really worth it to me. It's scary as fuck. It's cool to have done stuff like that sometimes, but that does not really tickle my fancy. Oh, kind of like Forrester. I really want to do something like that again, just so because I realized how horribly I did up on that ice chute on Forrester Pass. I was asking to die. I was leaning in an angle against ice and trying to finger fuck any hole I could find. Like, holding onto a hole in ice will ever hold your weight. You know, it's ice, so it's slick as hell. You're gonna slip right out. You only got a finger in like a bowling ball. You're not holding shit, but that's what I did. I'd like a chance to do it again, so I can see if I can, you know, conquer that. Not conquer that, but control myself. Control myself, damn it. This is my body, my mind. But, oh man, I lost my shit up there. And I have never lost my shit like that before. I mean, I've been scared plenty of times in my life. Like I said, I'm pretty much in a constant state of fear all the time. Comes in handy, I tell you. Somebody paranoid like me, no animals get me from behind. You gotta be really sneaky and beyond like kitty sneaky, because I turn around, man. I check for ambush points. I'm always scanning all over the place. That's just how I roll, man. I don't even think about it. I'm not thinking, hey, look up over there. That might be dangerous. No, my head just does it. It's cool. Autopilot. Well, that's because I got a certain level of fear going on. Sure helps drive you up a mountain in the morning, let me tell you. Pot of coffee in your belly, a little safety meeting, and a good old healthy dose of fear. I'm not as scared on this one. You know, sure, I got heights to the left of me, but that's not even a scary one. I mean, it's angled really steep. I'd totally die, but it ain't scary at all. And to the right, it is generally so steep as well that I'm not really worried about an animal being up there to ambush me, because it'd be a bitch to get in that position. I'm still scanning though. But I just like to see what's out there. And as always, I'm still looking for that fucking bear. Want to see some damn bear eyeballs. But I guess with all this talking I do, I'm not sneaking up on one. Although, same time, I don't want to sneak up on one. I want to see him from a decent distance. And just assume that those red beady eyes aren't the devil, it's a bear. Fuck. Roadblock. Ooh, that was a little more downhill than I thought. It's a little before 6. The sky is getting a little brighter, but I have to assume clouds moved in or I'm just behind a mountain. It's hard to tell. It's still really dark where I'm at. I've only gone about 3.5 miles, which still means I have like 6 miles to go to the top of this thing. And I don't even know at that point if I'll be able to see, any impending storms. But I'm hoping I get a good view. It's the highest I'm going to be for a bit, because it looks like a lot of downhill afterwards. Which, I'll definitely take that. Oh yeah, actually, I don't really know. Take all that back. I don't know. There's a fire reroute coming up. Everybody says it's soon, but I don't really know where it's at. I'm assuming there's going to be signs, because if they don't make it obvious, I'm just taking the PCT. Or maybe I'm already on the fire reroute and I don't know it. Ooh. There was a divert back there, and I could tell this trail was less used than the other one. Somebody said that one was the old PCT, but didn't say anything about fire closure. Last time they had tape on it and stuff to let you know, don't go down there. The bridges are burnt out. You'll be crossing skeletal frames of bridges. Whew. Man, it's getting warm enough to do a wardrobe change already. But I'm not ready to take a break. It's too soon. Anyway, if I did a wardrobe change, I'd probably get cold as fuck right when the sun comes up. And I regret that decision for like a half hour until it finally warms up. This is a game I play all day now. Temperature fluctuations like crazy. You know, to where I'm freezing my ass off 1 minute, sweating 10 minutes, 15 minutes later. But I don't want to take everything off because I'm pretty sure it's going to get cold again. But I lose the battle. It gets hot. I take everything off. You don't want to sweat. You're puffy. I think I'm going to redesign my jacket so I can take it on and off without removing the backpack. Just a snip here, snip there, and lose a little bit of down filling, but maybe I should find a jacket in a hiker box. Don't want to ruin one of my puffies. I'm smelling something that smells like a really old campfire or something. Similar. But for some reason it made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I don't know why that is. Doesn't smell like an animal at all. Smells like old fire, but nothing around here is burnt as far as I can tell. It's still kind of dark, but looks green as shit to me. Now that is fire. Not as old as it smelled back there, maybe. Is that smoke I see in the air? Or is that just the haze of early morning? Alright, those mushrooms right there are pretty fucking badass. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's the white on the bottom. It has to be. But when it has water droplets on it, as it often does, it reflects back kind of like eyeballs. It just like, boom, shoots light right back at you when you hit it. Makes you pause for a second. They really stand out in the woods. Yeah, it smells getting thicker. Am I walking into a freaking fire? I swear I'm seeing smoke, but maybe it's just my imagination. There's somebody else's fire closure, so if they made theirs that obvious. So I put an arrow as if there was a question. But thanks, just in case there was. So if that fire closed obvious, mine will totally be obvious. Should be coming up. I mean, if town is only, I don't even know how far it is away, but it's probably 15 or less. Where does this closure start? Who put this debris on my trail? Whatever. Make me step more than 6 inches. I swear. Well, I never. I ran into a dude named Wander. But with his accent, it sounds like he says wonder. Wanda. Anyway. He says at the top of this hill, which is like 2 or 3 miles away, is where the turnoff is for the fire reroute. And then in looking at the place it's going to, Holden Village, it does mention stuff about prayer and all that, and that's cool as long as I don't have to participate. I'm cool, you pray away, man. Oh, I'll even let you pray for me if you want. I don't mind, I'm cool with that. I just don't have to do it myself. But they have very specific times on food, like short windows, boom, 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 breakfast, lunch, dinner. So, if I want to eat, I might be forced to hang out. We'll see what the scene is, although, see, I don't know much about it. Like, there's things to talk about the ferry and the bus ride, and you can't drive into town. You have to walk or take a ferry. I don't know. There's all sorts of just stuff that I'm not sure about. So, well, I'm just going to keep walking. Don't make it obvious. Maybe just flood you with information, assuming you know this or that, or that you've read every comment. And, I mean, no, I'm not going to read everything on there. I'm just lazy for that. Some of it goes back years. It's irrelevant to me. But nonetheless, according to the comments, it is a religious place, but it has food. That's how they get you. It's the food. I think I just might have found the fire closure. Maybe. Cloudy Pass Hiker Trail. Oh, fuck, it's downhill. That's always good. Alright, so how old is this information though? It says there's a fire burning around. Yeah. It doesn't say where I'm at right now. I have to assume I'm where this intersection is. And then I'm going to take that 10-mile creek trail. Which, I'm going to Stehekin. Oh. Okay, so that's what the ferry's all about. There's a big, long-ass freaking lake. Okay, so they probably want... I don't know, I don't see why I'd need to take a ferry. I don't know, something's going on I don't know about. Take some pictures, I'll figure it out as I go. Okay, so it's 11 miles to Holden Village, 17 miles up to Stehekin Road, and then I have no idea how many miles that is. I mean, if that's 11 miles, that's probably like 7 or 8 to Stehekin, and then I don't know where the trail picks up after that. Do I have to hitch back to here, or is that the... I don't know. Fuck it. Figure it out when I get there. I don't even care. I'm going to sit down for a minute. Alright, so 11 miles to Holden Village. If I make it there in time, it's an all-you-can-eat salad bar. I should make it in well before time. I'm not sure if it's one of those religious communities that doesn't eat meat. You know, salad bar. While I do enjoy a salad, you know, I'd like something a little more substantial as well. I mean, the fact that it has all you can eat tag to it helps, but still, it's salad. Unless there's some chicken or eggs or something I can throw on top. Just a big old pile of bacon bits. But I might stay there overnight. It looks like either way, according to the map, they're going to get some money out of me for a shuttle one way or another to get into Stehekin. There's no actual cars there. Evidently this ferry or bus are the only ways in there and out of there. So they'll get me coming or going. Might as well get me coming and going. 11 miles. I got that. It got real steep on the alternative. Oh. See, I go way down there, yeah. In that short distance from there to boom, where they're at. Whew. 11 miles till breakfast, maybe 10 and a half at this point. If that's the trail down over there, like we're coming up over here, I'm gonna be so annoyed because I could have just walked from down there straight across and been there like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I understand they stretch these trails out. This one's not for horses though. Nah. But they stretch them out so you get the views and all that. But I'm kind of over that at this point. I'm ready to go whip my dick out in Canada, yell America, and head south. Oh, the trail I saw over there was the PCT. Had I known, I'd have stayed on it. Or no, that's got it. I don't know. That's got to be something else. That doesn't make sense. Who knows with that squirrely trail, but that doesn't quite make sense. I believe I've made it to the top of that pass. Oh, that was a whole lot uphill. Very steep for a couple miles. So I'm gonna stop here for a wardrobe change. Maybe a little safety meeting. Oh, yeah. Cube. Damn nice spot. Look at that sparkly blue lake down there. Nice. This was a super awesome break spot, man. You can actually see the water is so clear you can't see it now because it's all shimmery. But you can see rivers underneath it where the water's just carved channels out, all these different levels of blue. Look at all these colors. This alternative is pretty okay so far. I wonder where that leads. There's another trail right there that looks, it's a double trail, like for wheels. Nah. But it almost looks like it's going to where I'm headed. I wonder if it was a shortcut. I probably should have taken it. Oh well. At least they've made it convenient so far. Detour, right away, because we got a few ways we could go. And like I said, if they didn't guide idiots like me, I'd just keep walking right into that fire. I mean, obviously I'd stop before I entered the flame, but you know what I'm saying. I think you die of the smoke and the gases before you get anywhere near it. Well, bridge out. I wonder which bridge. Nothing I'm using, right? I'm headed to Holden. Okay, please follow flagged route. I don't think that don't concern me. Oh, they did flag it out though. They're up in the trees. Oh, sweet, I'm down by that lake. This is definitely that lake because it was the only lake around and I see the waterfall in the background. Ooh, I wonder how close I'm gonna get. That's ice cold. Still looks refreshing and inviting from here, even though it's chilly. Just something about the color. Wonder how the people are faring without their gut hooks right now. Because I don't believe there's a map for this or anything. Or there is, but we didn't pay for that. So we don't have it on our phones. And I know some people, like one girl was telling me, she's like, I'm neurotic. I'm on it like every 15 minutes. I need to know how far to the top, how far to the bottom. I look at it probably 4 or 5 times a day just to know where water is and then eventually figure out where I'm going to camp. And when I camp, I already know where water is for the next day. That's part of my, camping thing. I need to have enough water for coffee and to make it to the next water source. So I already know that before I go to bed. Next day, wake up, walk to that water source, and from there figure out where my next one is so I see how much water I have to carry. And I just kind of play that game the rest of the day. Go to a water source that's decently far away because I don't want to sit there and filter water over and over. I'm lazy. I'd rather have moving water than not, but a lot of the rivers you think are rivers aren't really, it came out of a pond, or a lake like that one up there that was all clear and great looking. The water flows out of that, so people are like, I don't want to drink pond water. And I don't necessarily want to drink pond water. I prefer my water moving. I'm not sure why. It all tastes the same, really. Unless it's some, nasty-ass stagnant pool, but there's not a whole lot of those around. I say this walk is sweet. Waterfalls all over the place. I have not filtered my water here. Very lovely walk. I mean, tomorrow everything's going to be a little different. Well, it's supposed to be stormy. But I can't tell you for certain because I don't have service, haven't had service in a while, and won't have it for a while. Right here I'm in a big dead zone. That sucks. But I'm hoping the weather holds up, man, because it's a beautiful freaking day. I'm down in the valley now. And I think I just follow this. Wow, there's just waterfalls everywhere, man. It's all over the place. I could hear them coming up over. I was way up on that ridge up there. And you could just hear water coming from every direction. There's a really powerful one on the other side of those trees. That's cool because I don't really know where my water sources are, but I've been passing so many of them that I'm just not worried about it. I'm actually more worried about getting a sunburn right now. But I believe I follow this valley and it leads, up here and then goes to the right for a few more miles. Like when I say few, probably like 5 or 6. And then I hit that Holden Village. And from there I have a decision to make, to ferry or to walk. Because if I walk, I don't know what time I'm going to get there. That's kind of what it's going to come down to. Because they're very specific on their meals, what time they're served. So I'm probably going to get there on an in-between time. And maybe if I'm feeling saucy, I'll just skip it, right? And keep walking. Now it's 17 miles to the road. I try to get as much of that done as I can. Let's say I only do the 7. I still got 10, right? Wake up early, I do my 10. I get to the road. I think that's another 6 or 7, just guessing. And I walk that and try to make it in time for breakfast in whatever that town is. I can't remember the name. Stohican, I don't know, something with an S and weird. What's up, man? Make it in there and then I can afford 2 breakfasts because I didn't spend money on a ferry and a bus. All right, so the drive of 2 breakfasts, is that enough to get me in there? Or am I going to be lazy and take the ferry? And that all depends if it starts raining or not, because, if a drop hits me, I'm going to bitch out and hide somewhere. Let's just be real about it. It's getting all windy and cloudy all of a sudden. I ain't liking that, man. This is a great detour. Look at those beaches over there. I bet this is better than the PCT is itself. Good job, whoever picked this trail. Well, at least I'm saying that now. I might revise my opinion later when it gets hard. So I think where I'm headed is way down at the end of this valley. There's that mountain. And I think there is where that little town is, or whatever it is, Retreat or Colt, I don't fucking know. But it's a really nice path leading there, so I'm pretty cool with that. That's not as far as it looks. Back in the day, you look at a mountain where they're like, oh, I gotta get all the way to that mountain. Now it's like, if I can see it, I can generally make it there in no time. No time being sometimes a couple of days. But that's for the really big mountains that stand out from afar. But if I see those, I can probably be to it in like 2, maybe 3 days. It's cool when you impress yourself. Sometimes the miles just fly by. Sometimes they don't. You got to work for them, but it is what it is. You're gonna get some of both. Past few days have been really good days, so when I get that shitty day, I just gotta remember, I have a lot of great days. I've been spoiled on this trail. Last year they gave that year the name of Fire and Ice because it was a heavy snow year. I believe record-breaking all over the place, and there was a lot of fire closures going on. But I think this year ours would be Sugar and Spice. This has just been easy. Man, I've been rained on twice, drizzled on a few more times, but that's not really rain. Seeing a little bit of snow here and there, but just a little bit, just enough for ambiance and to make it cold as hell. Well, the snow doesn't make it cold, it happens because of the cold, but you know what I mean. Nice, it looks like it's gonna go downhill for a while too. This is a nice trail. I don't even mind that my feet hurt. I've got wet socks on. all the dew collection I did this morning. My feet are still a little wet. So I think my tape's migrated, but I'm not going to check until it actually hurts. Well, I got to be getting close. Everything's been weed whacked, and I just saw 2 hikers without any sort of supplies headed in the other direction. Now I could have stopped and asked them how close I was, but that's no fun. I just rather guess. I assume I am within, I'm going to say, 1.5 miles. Hopefully closer. Looks like must be there. At least I'm seeing some water towers. So, seems like I'm too late for lunch and way too early for dinner. They only give you 45 minutes to eat. Like, dinner starts at 5, it ends at 5:45. I don't know if I can get full in just 45 minutes. I'm gonna kick it here, see how I feel. Maybe I'll continue on. Maybe I'll stay for dinner and breakfast and take the boat. Who the hell knows? Oh, there weren't water towers, they're yurts. Random old school car in the woods. I don't even know what year that's from. That is super old. Was there once a road through there or something? Random retaining wall. Somebody used to live here. This is somebody's house. It's been a minute because some of these trees are pretty big. See the oil drum. You always got to have obligatory oil drum. The pipe sticking out. Oh, maybe this was like an apartment complex. Look how big it is. Got your few glass bottles. Tell you you're close to town. Or whatever passes for town in this neck of the woods. I'm gonna go with the building burnt down a long time ago. This is where the apartments were back in the Stone Age. Random little wooden structures in the background. Probably for burning witches and stuff. These tracks lead me to believe that they have some sort of vehicle around here. Why are they not shuttling me around? Should have been waiting at the trailhead for me. Come on, people. Don't you know? Oh, my curiosity's getting the better of me. I went off trail. There's a little hut. I just want to stare inside and look at the random pieces of metal that adorn it. Electric fence charger. Huh? Looks like something from Fallout, man. This totally looks like something from Fallout. Random metal. Bed springs. That was interesting. I'm curious. I can see roof sticking up way over there. I hope that's not where I'm headed. Yeah, that's way over there. Or is that a big wall they built around this thing out of stone? No, that would be crazy. But that would explain the weird bunker in the wall. There might be more of them in here. See, that wasn't stairs leading up. That was the entranceway to a bunker. That's what all them pipes are sticking out up over there, them breathing tubes. Maybe there's some weird doomsday cult. I mean, shit's been going on here for a while, whatever it is. There's little walls and chimneys built back there. You can tell there's man-made stuff all over the place. They've had something going on here for a long ass time. Just random stairs. Like, there was stuff here. Lots and lots of stuff. Tons of pipes sticking out of the ground. A random A-frame of wood that somehow survived it all. suspicious. So they got a covered footbridge and all sorts of like warehousing, school buses. That's like a compound over there, isn't it? See, they pretend like they don't have cellular Wi-Fi, but they got power here. If you got power, you could have phones and stuff. It's not that hard. I bet they do have it. They just got it hidden from us. Hidden. We gotta join the cult before they'll give us their Wi-Fi password. Not but me a very friendly place. I don't know. I'm just talking shit. So, like this place already. As soon as it came in, some people came up and showed me around and hooked me up with coffee and food, and you know, I'm that easy. So I'm gonna stay here tonight. And in staying here tonight, you know, like actually legit stay here, not just like, you know, sneak up onto their property and steal electricity and a shower and stuff. I'm legit staying here in a room. And they give you a free bus ride down to the place, and then from there I'll do the ferry and all that stuff, so it's decided. I get meals included. I got the golden ticket. Oh, digging it already. I got my own little sink. And I got my mirror to see my sexiness. What's up, darling? What I'm curious about is there's other beds. They're not going to try to stick other people in here with me. That's not going to work for me. Oh, I even have my own fan so I can have a breeze on my face while I sleep. I really like having a breeze on my face while I sleep. And I got me a box fan. Okay, so I don't have my own shower or anything cool like that. I'm assuming this is a heater of some sort. Well, I'm gonna go do my laundry and eat because they have food all night. This place, a lot of these rooms are open 24 hours as well. Like the restaurant, she said the toast machine is going 24 hours. So I'm gonna figure out how to make coffee because she said there probably won't be any. But I'm gonna figure out how to make the coffee. Oh, it feels good to sit down on this bed. Okay, I'm glad that decision was made for me. So yeah, I'm straight punking out, man. I am not doing the rest of this stupid fire closure up to the road, and then from the road you got to catch a bus over to whatever that town's name is, Tehigan. Maybe it's Tehigan. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna do the ferry way. Totally cheating. I didn't have continuous footsteps anyway, so fuck it. I don't really care. Close enough, man. That's enough. I mean, fire closure was great. This half of it. I don't know what the other half's like, and I will never know. And I'm okay with that. I am. Because I'm going to be fat and happy sitting here. I'm going to wash my hair. Yes, it's been a minute. The comforts. Strip's almost over, so these aren't going to be comforts. This is going to be my norm. Or I don't know. I don't know. There's so much I don't know. It stresses me out. Should have some sort of plan by now, you would think. Well, that's not how I roll. I don't know it, so I'll figure it out as I go. Oh, got ice cream in my mustache. Oh yeah, only $1 a scoop, man. I'm just trying to tide myself over till dinner. Waiting in line for laundry. Some ass hat, you know, their stuff's just sitting in there. I'm gonna give them a few more minutes while I eat my ice cream, and if they're not back, I'm just gonna take your stuff out. You know, when you're doing laundry, you gotta keep an eye on that stuff. You know there's a bunch of hikers behind you. There's only a couple machines. Courtesy, people. Courtesy! You know, when I'm yelling at you about courtesy, it's just a sad world, because I'm kind of a jerk. I'll cut in line. Then we're gonna go try out the public shower. If there's one in each building, or maybe there's multiples. I don't know. I haven't checked it out yet. But I'm digging it so far, man. Let's see what dinner's all about. So Holden's pretty nice. I'm digging it. Now, I could have totally ripped this place off, as is my usual style. It would have been too easy for me to camp around here unnoticed. The laundry facilities are free. The showers are open. The rooms are open. Hell, there's no locks or anything. I could have just went into a room and kept poking around until one was open, until, you know, there was nobody in one, which would have been pretty easy. They're kind of slow right now. So I could have, but this place seems legit and it's not overpriced or anything. So I was like, well, screw it, man. This is like my last sleep or last stopover on this trail. I mean, I'm going to stop by Stehekin tomorrow, but that's to pick up my package and then I'm out, unless of course the weather really sucks. There's always a caveat there. Yeah. But somebody else was saying that the weather's supposed to be really nice for the next 5 days, so that's contradictory to what I've been hearing. But I don't know, this is also a dead zone. No Wi-Fi, no cellular, no nothing. That's kind of annoying me. This day and age, there should be Wi-Fi everywhere, or cellular everywhere. Google Fiber, man. Upload and download speed, so ridiculous. But this is a nice little place, so I decided to actually pay my monies and stay here. Look at me, see? What a nice guy.